Hello and welcome to the newest update from my Lego City project called Brickworld, and today we are going back to build at a bigger project. Today we are going back to the main train station you can see in the backside of my table, and we are working at the backside today, and our main goal is to finish the outer part, the facade of that corner module we are going to see right now. I'm pointing at it in a moment, and you'll see that here is missing a big part of the facade, and that's what we want to do today. We are building up all the outer walls so we are at the same height as the other modules, and that's what we want to do today. And I think there's going to be a lot of stuff to do. We also want to build in all the cables we need to light up in later updates the inner parts of the train station, and we will need a lot of parts today, and that's what we are going to do today, so stay tuned. And today we are starting again with a speed build, so you can see all the stuff I am doing today in that update, and I can say that there are a lot of bricks going into that update. We are starting at the ground floor, and you can see that I have to rebuild a little bit of the stuff because I am implementing the cable that's going up through all of the floors so I can light the inner part of the train station in later updates. And yeah, I'm drilling into the bricks so I can put the little cables into the bricks, and so you can't see them anywhere in the train station later. And yeah, so you can see it, we are now starting to build up the outer part of the ground floor. There are two walls, it's an inner wall and an outer wall, so we have a brick wall of the size of 2 bricks that makes it possible so we can have another structure and another color outside where we have that modified bricks with those little 1x2 tiles in 10, and inside we have just white plain walls, or we can change it like we want it, because when we have some shops later inside the train station, we can change the color of the walls to another color like red or something like that, and so we have the full flexibility, so we do not have these light bluish gray walls inside, and we can have some more fun inside when we are going to add the shops in some of the later updates. You can also already see some of the shops I have did in my train station on the other side of the train station. Maybe we are going to look at them today, or you look at some of the other videos I have done, or we are doing some special video later in the next year, so where I'm showing you all the stuff I have already did in the train station, because here on the English International channel I do not have all the videos I did on the German channel. On the German channel I have almost 250 videos, and here there are not so many. Here you can see that the first part of today's update is already finished. It's the lower part, the ground floor, and you also can see where I'm pointing right now that I have started to integrate some little walls of the inner part, because I can now fix them with the outer wall and make it more stable. So yes, that's something we do not work more on today's video, but in some of the future updates we are going to use these little walls to make the inner part of the train station with all the shops, etc, etc. And we are going to start now to build up that wall for the second and the third floor in just a few seconds. You also can see that I have implemented one of those little lion bricks, because the lion is it's like the mascot of the city. It's something you can see on some of the buildings. You will see it later in the future on other stuff in the city, and we are also have built the entrance here from the platform into the train station a little bit different. And here we are back to the second part of the speed build for today. We are starting to build the second floor like we did it on all the other modules in the past, and we are starting just with some modified bricks, and we also implement the cable. You can see it on the middle part of the video right now. And of course there are going many more little tiles in 10 into that project. There are thousands and thousands of those tiles in the city. You also can see that I'm now changing a little bit more of that what I already did, because I was not sure how to implement that line bricks so it looks quite good, because I want to do it not the same way I did it on the other side of the train station. In a later update we are going to change the left side of the train station to let it look, the entrance, let it look like we are going to build it today. And now you also can see that I'm starting to build up the windows of the second floor, and you also see that what I was talking about just a few minutes ago, that we have two brick walls, one for the inside and one for the outside. And on the inside you can see those little white bricks. So yeah, changing colors, how I talked about it just a minute ago. You also can see how my windows are implemented. It's a bit complicated because the windows are not on the same height or in the same height like the other stuff. It's exactly in between those walls from the inside and outside with those little jumper plates, and I have to get back to the normal grid at the top of the windows. That's a little bit complicated because I can only use those little 1x2 plates. You can see it in just a few moments, because all the other plates, like a 2x4 plate, is not possible to put it on that. So we are going back to the normal grid. You also see that there are some bricks in other colors, like red on the left side, because I'm using those bricks in other colors where you can not see them later in the finished product, because they are just cheaper, and I'm always buying very cheap parts, like older parts with changed colors or something like that, for everywhere you can't see them later, because it's making the project much more cheaper. And you can you think you can imagine that a project like the Brickwood, or especially the train station, is a very expensive project, and there are I don't know how many or how much money I have already put into the train station project, but it's a very expensive project. But I think it's worth the time and work and money. And now you can see that the second floor is finished, and it's starting to shape how I want to have the train station look. And you also see that inside there's nothing special. We have the inner wall, that white wall, and outside we have that old looking wall, like all the other parts of the train station are shaped and built. And we are just have to build the top floor, the third floor. That's much more easier, because the third floor is not so complicated in its building style like the ground floor or the second floor. And that's it's just a little bit work to do, but it's not hard, or you don't not use so many bricks for the upper floor. And you also can see that I have changed the part where the line brick is in, like, not, I did not like it was on the other side. The window is a little bit smaller, it's starting a little bit higher, so it's a brick, one brick, not so high. And yeah, you can see, if you are hearing some strange sounds in the background, it's because I'm recording that here today, one day before Sylvester, and some people outside are starting to make a little bit firework. Yeah, don't be irritated. You can see that the upper part is now finished. That means that module is finished for today, and we have done all the outer facet work to finish that, and there's not so much missing. We have two models on the left side, and also I have a little bit destroyed the train station part on the platform, but I'm going to put all of that back. Also the part that's missing in front of the building directly. And yeah, next cut, you can see all is back, all is better now. And that's the finished look for today's update. That means we are done. We have put a lot of bricks and other stuff and a lot of work into the work. You can see that model that's standing there is the model that it's going to in the middle part, and that model that we have seen just a minute ago with almost nothing on it. It's a model that still needs to be finished to make the outer part, the facade of the train station finished. A little spoiler, I have done the German video with the finished facade just a few days ago. You can watch it on the German channel, or you can wait until I am doing the English video on that channel you are watching right now. It will in a few days maybe. I want to make all the missing videos on the German channel I have already did on the English channel now much more faster, so we do not have though a big gap between the releases of the German and the English videos. And yeah, but that's something else. You can see here the actual progress on the train station, and I'm satisfied. I hope you like it, how it looks, and you can write it in the comments. What do you think? Is that the right way or not? What do you think about all the project on the brick world? What do you think about the train station project? And yeah, I'm going to read all the comments. I want to reply, and I'm going to say bye.